Our next video, I'm going to show you how within the program, how to set up all your devices such as your motors and your switches. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to open up a browser, and in the top here, I'm going to type in code v5.vex.com. Okay, so my software opens up. This is my web version of VEXcode. So the next thing is I want to make sure that my brain is on, and I'm going to go over here to where it says brain, and you can see it says no connection. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit connect, we're going to hit continue, and then we're going to pick this top port up here where it says paired, and then we'll hit connect. So now it says connected to my brain, and how do I know? Because up here I can see that this is turned from a white to a green. If I click it again, you'll see that it says VEX5 brain all set up. So we want to start setting up our motors, and we're going to create our first little mini program. So I'm going to go up here where it says devices, and I want to add a device. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add my motor, and my left motor I know is in port 1, smart port 1. So I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to call it left motor, and you can't put any spaces in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to reverse it because I want my forward motion to be going this way. Once I'm done, I'll hit done. I'll add another device. I'm going to go back to motor. And this time I'm going to pick the right motor. So I'm going to call it right motor. Again, I'm going to reverse it. Next, I want to get my two sensors. So I'm going to add a device. I'm going to grab my optical sensor, and that is plugged into port 2. We'll hit done. I'm going to grab my other sensor, which is my distance sensor, and that is plugged into port 7. We'll hit done. Next, I want to get all my 3-wire devices. So I'm going to add a device. Now I have to come down here to 3-wire. And the first thing I'm going to do is put my potentiometer in, and that is plugged into port A. And I'm just going to leave the name here. I'm going to add another device. My second device is my little bump switch. I'm going to select that. That's in B. Hit done. I'm going to go add device. Go back down to 3-wire. My next one is my little limit switch, and that's plugged into C. And I'll hit done. I'll add another device, 3-wire. This time I need to put in my little servo motor. So there's my servo motor, and that is in D. And I'll hit done. And the last one, I'm going to add one more device, another 3-wire, and that is my LED. Make sure you don't have grab light. You want your LED, and that is plugged into E. And I'm done. I'm going to scroll down the bottom. Yep, everything looks good. Close that out. Last, we need to save our code, and then we need to open it up again. So I'm going to go File. I'm going to hit Save to my device. Now, this is the only option you have with the web version. And you can see it's going to save it to your Downloads folder. So what I need to do is I need to open up that Downloads folder. And I'm going to go to my Downloads folder. And there's the code that I just saved. So what I want to do is I probably want to rename this. So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to rename it. We're going to call it test bed. Oh, let me spell right. Test bed template. And I'm going to save that. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to copy it. I'm going to hit copy. I'm going to go to my H drive. I'm going to scroll down until I find my PUE folder. I'm going to paste it in my PUE folder. Now, next time you need to open up a new program, what you're going to need to do is come over on top of this. You're going to right click, come down to copy, and then you can right click again. We'll hit paste. And my next program, I'll click on this and I can change the name of it. We'll rename it, and I'll call it 3.1.2. And I'm going to close this down. Now, if I want to open up that new code, I can go up to File, Load from this device. And I can scroll down and I can find my H drive, which I am already in. My H drive, I can go to my PUE folder, and I can select that new program. And you can see right up here, there's my new program.